verse 16. This is termed depending on contemplating well, white and black karma and their effect, and one perfect observance of ethical I and yogi have practiced in this manner. You who aspire for liberation too should do likewise. So that is karma. Yeah? You talk about karma now. So I have some structure about karma. So you have to at some point then remember this structure, and then you will meditate karma step by step. So all the karma, all so this one now. So that means we have first to recognize karma in the structure. So number one is general characteristic of karma. Number two is specific kind of karma. And number three is how to engage to remove bad karma. So these three points. Number one is general characteristic of karma. Number two, specific kinds of karma. And number three, to engage how to remove karma. So all the karma included within these three points. Now, general, usually karma means action, So whether you're a believer or non-believer, karma is happening all the time. You don't have to believe karma. Believer or non-believer, but karma is always happening in your daily life. You don't have to believe any religious, but karma is happening all the time. You're a believer or non-believer. For example, like if I say something like this, you don't have to believe it. Like if you plant the, if you plant the medicine seed, you will get medicine. Everyone says yes. It's just natural, If you plant the poisonous seed, you will get poison. This is natural, You don't have to believe anything, You do good things, good come to you. You do bad things, bad come to you. Just, it is natural law of cause and effect. So when we talk about general characteristic of karma, generally there are many different types of karma, but we can make 4 points. Certainty of action, generally increase of karma. Action not done, no result. Action done, not waste the result. So this, no matter what kind of general karma, all are included in these 3 points. Action is certainty. So you do good things, good karma. Bad things, bad karma. Certainty. You plant poisonous seed, poison. You plant the medicine seed, medicine. That is certainty. You don't have to prove anything, There's no need to prove. It is just like manifesting to our gross mind. We see. You don't have to prove anything. Something we can't. If this is hidden phenomenon, then we have to prove. Right? We can't see. It's not manifesting to our ordinary mind, then we have to prove. We have to use the logic or valid mind. Otherwise, these things we don't have to prove, right? Action is certain. You do good things, good come to you. Bad, it come to you. It is natural, So certainty of karma. If you plant The good karmic seed, good result. Bad karmic seed, bad result. That is certainty of karma. Now, general increase of karma. Right? So karma means you plant the seed in the mind. Seed will happen. Like ordinary perspective, we need seed and also cooperative causes and condition. So you want to plant the mango, you need seed. Then you also need cooperative causes and condition. So similarly, general increase of karma means what kind of karma you plant, right? You can plant negative karmic seed, positive karmic seed, neutral karmic. There are three different types of negative, positive, neutral. Either of these two, right? So general increase of karma means if you plant little bit negative karmic seed, then seed will grow, If you do not generally increase of karma, when we do negative karma, we should how can I say, we should apply antidote and remove. But if you keep not applying antidote, even you plant very small negative karmic seed, it will grow, day by day, week, month, it karma become very heavy. Whether good or bad karma. For example, like you plant the first mango seed, then tree grow, then branches grow. It's growing all the time. Right? First we have a very small mango seed, then give you tree, branches, and then give you many, many fruits. Similar like this. Whether good or bad karma. Right? If you plant the just tiny negative karmic seed, if not purified, it will increase day, week, month, just like you plant the tree growing all the time. But even you plant a very tiny, good karmic seed, it will also increase. If karma is not damaged by the, wrong view or the negative mind, anger, it will grow all the time. So general increase of karma, in which karma will increase, whether good or bad karma, right? And action not done, no result. It's very simple, You don't plant the seed, you can't get anything. You don't plant the mango seed, how can you expect mango tree? Impossible. So you don't plant any negative or positive, no result. So that means action done, action do not done, no result. Once action done, do not wait the result. It should be rapid. No matter what kind of karma you creating, right? Good, bad, neutral karma, it will happen any sooner or later. It will happen. So that is the meaning of the four. But there are so many general karma, all these included in these 3 points. Certainty of karma, general increase of karma, and action not done, no result. Action done, do not waste result. So this point, 3 points. Now, and this is the general we are talking about karma. Right? Now specific, you said, you individual, right? So I have body, speech, and mind. So I have specific karma, action of body, speech, and mind. I have 3 actions of body, 4 is speech, 3 mind. Actions of body, mind is individual karma. Everybody has body, speech, and mind. So everybody should plan the karma of actions of body, speech, and mind, right? So my individual, so second is the specific characteristic of karma. So actions of body, 3, killing, stealing, sexual misconduct. Speech, for lying, slander, harsh speech, idle gossip. And actions of mind, covetousness, malicious thought, and wrong will. 10, we go to 10 non-virtuous actions or 10 black karma, right? So now I will give you one. I can't go all this, but for example, action of killing, right? So in order to ripen the karma, right? You need fully ripen karma. You have to be fully ripen the karma. You need four things: object, intention, preparation, and completion. For example, just killing, then stealing, all are same, So I give you one example with killing, object of killing, intention to kill, preparation of killing, and completion of killing. So object of killing must be, what animal or whatever. That is object, right? So now your intention, motivation can be involved with desire, anger, hatred, ignorance. And then you're making preparation, prepare to kill that animal with a weapon or whatever, instrument. And then after you kill and you satisfy, I'm very, very happy, So then the karma becomes fully ripened karma. Object, intention, preparation, completion. So when the karma is fully ripened, then if you miss one aspect, then this is not fully ripened karma. For your intention to kill certain animal, but due to mistake, your intention to kill pig, but you kill the deer, so it's not fully ripened karma. Because your object first is pig, then intention to kill pig, but due to mistaken you kill the deer, is not fully ripened karma. So the fully ripened karma, you must finish with these four aspects. Number one is object, intention, preparation, completion. So when these four finish, karma is fully ripened. So killing, stealing, all are same, exactly same, okay? And opposite of this, not killing, no intention to kill, then that is white karma. Exactly same, Object, intention, and preparation, and completion. Opposite, avoiding killing, we choose karma. Stealing, go like that. So you must understand that in order to fully ripen karma, must have these four aspects: object, intention, preparation, completion. Karma became fully ripened karma. When the karma is fully ripened, there's three results. Fully ripened result, experience result according to the environment. For example, if you're killing, then non-vicious action with these four aspects. So you will be reborn in these three, right? Animal, carnivore, or whatever. So when you finish this karma, you will be reborn in human beings. So if you are reborn in human beings, then you will receive two times of returning karma: experience karma and habitual karma. So if you're killing in the past, habit to kill. Experience means you were killed by others because you were killing others in the past life. And then this this will not finish the karma. So you have to experience that karma in a certain environment, which is something dangerous place. You live in place, very dangerous place. So that is very important that when the karma is fully ripened, object, intention, preparation, completion, then fully ripened, three results. Fully ripened result, returning result, environmental result. Fully ripened result is then you will be reborn doing this negative killing, right? Reborn in the unfortunate result. When the karma is finished, born a human being, so you have experienced two types of karma, which is returning karma, experience karma, habitual karma. Habit, you're killing, just little children habit to kill, And then returning, it will return to you. You may kill by others, right? And then environmental means you will be born with a very, very dangerous place. So that's the That is the general characteristic of karma. And the specific type of karma, we have 10 good or bad, exactly same, opposite. We will experience good, then we are fully up in results. If you have compassion or whatever, we are fully up in results. And all these kind of things, right? So, and then, then when we finish this general characteristic of karma, specific of karma, then we have to know which karma is heavier, which karma is light. So there are many, right? According to the, how can I say, according to Asanga text, Vasubandhu text, there are many Indian masters that explain the heaviness of the karma. We have to know which karma is heavier, which karma is lighter. So you have understand about the general characteristic of karma, specific characteristics of karma. Then you have to know which is heavier, which is weaker, right? So according to master like Indian master Asanga, Indian master Vasubandhu, Abhidhamma. So heaviness. So they talk about first they talk about heaviness according to the nature, according to the object of the, according to the intention, heaviness according to the mean, heaviness according to the frequency, and heaviness according to the lack of antidote. 6, like this. So that means we study general karma, specific karma, right? Then now we know which is heavier, which is lighter, right? So that heaviness according to the nature, right, means action of the body is heavier than speech. Speech is heavier than mind, the nature. Right? Heaviness according to the object. The more object holy, the karma became heavier. Like Buddha, Bodhisattva, highly realized. So whether good, bad karma, Heaviness according to the intention, right? Intention means your intention should be due to a strong hatred you may kill. Then karma very heavy, right? But maybe you kill not much hatred, medium anger, or just so it depends on the intention, how strong your intention. If your intention is very heavy hatred, killing, then karma becomes very heavy. You know what I mean? And heaviness according to the means the it means that more objects suffer, then karma heavier. If you kill somebody, shot the gun and instantly died, not much. But if objects suffer more, like some people, cut a little bit animals, then more objects suffer, karma heavier. So then heaviness according to the means. And heaviness according to frequency, repeating all the time. Frequency means just very often. Even tiny karma, frequency. Repeating and become very heavier. When you're repeating, it will build very thick habituation on the mind. So then karma becomes heavier, whether good or bad. And heaviness according to the lack of antidote. So if there's no antidote, then karma becomes heavier. So this is the 6 types of heaviness according. Now there's another one, one by the Indian master Asanga. So he taught of 4. Power according to power of the object, power of the subject, power of the substances of the actions, and the power of intention. The power of the object means similar to the object more holier and Bodhisattva karma heavy. Object of ordinary perspective. Your parent is very, very holy object. Oh, and then karma heavy. Subject means it means if some ordinary people not taking any precept, and ordinary people who take precept killing, then people who take the precept heavier karma, then do good things, same like, and then heaviness of the substances of the karma means if you're helping sentient beings, like any beings, but if you're giving material things, of course, huge karma, right? But if you're giving Dharma teaching, it's much more heavier than giving material things. Because Dharma teaching, and then he understands the mind, he understands what is natural afflictive emotions. So it means giving material things very, very good, but giving teaching is much more heavier than giving material things. Intention, right? So intention is similar, Good compassion, strong compassion, heavy karma being very powerful, strong hatred. So that is the viewpoint of the asanga, heaviness. So this is right. Now we understand, right? General increase of karma, characteristic of karma, heavy, light, weight karma. Now we should understand what is throwing karma, what is completing karma, Throwing karma can thrown into the good rebirth, throwing karma thrown into the bad rebirth, right? So throwing karma, so if you're throwing karma, so that means that many Indian masters, make 4 categories of this. Throwing karma good, completing karma good. Okay? Throwing karma bad, completing karma bad. Throwing karma good, completing karma no good. Completing karma good, throwing karma no good. So throwing karma good, so we are very fortunate. We are thrown into the human rebirth, and we have opportunity to have this study Dharma. We are very lucky. So we are throwing karma good, completing karma good too, right? Do you believe or not? Yeah, we have Dharma, we are throwing karma good, completing karma very good, right? So throwing karma bad, completing karma bad, then you born in, I don't know, helping or throwing karma bad, completing karma good. Now, throwing karma good, completing karma no good, right? So you born in human beings, but you see some human beings are suffering a lot. Right? No food, no shelter, lots of suffering, right? They're throwing karma as very good human beings, but they're completing karma, they are struggling, no food, this throwing karma good, completing karma no good. Now completing karma good, throwing karma no good, right? So maybe dogs in the West, right? They come throwing karma animals, but they're completing karma so good, They have good life, people take care, you know what I mean? So that throwing karma and completing karma means karma we thrown into the rebirth is throwing karma. Right? Karma must have to thrown into the rebirth. Only good or bad rebirth. They're throwing karma too. Good or bad karma. Good karma thrown into the good rebirth. Bad karma thrown into bad rebirth. Human being, God, demigod, helping, holy God, animal, bad karma, right? So you understand throwing karma and completing karma, right? Then we have to understand that not many people speak about karma. What is, we speak about the certainty of karma. What is uncertainty of karma? Right? Uncertainty of karma. So uncertainty of karma, Indian these things, this master Indian master, I think Vasubandhu, Asanga, exactly same. Uncertainty of karma is, for example, like killing in the dream, uncertainty of karma. Unwillingly, accidentally, no intention, you know what I mean? And also regret, applying antidote, all these karma uncertainty. You're not sure whether you will experience the result of karma because uncertainty. It's not, you know. So that comes to remember general increase of karma and specific karma, then heaviness, light, right? Then throwing karma, completing karma, uncertainty karma. Now, third is engage how to discard, remove black karma. We can remove the black karma, right? So that means we must, what kind of karma, we must apply antidote, for antidote. When we apply for antidote, we will remove the karma, right? So that means first antidote is what? Antidote of the antidote of the object, antidote of application, antidote of the regret, antidote of commitment. Object. So your object, you are creating karma. You must have object, right? No object, you can't create the karma, right? Must have object. Object, intention, preparation, completion, then you create the karma, right? If there's no object, no karma. So object, so therefore, antidote to object means when you apply antidote to object is three triple gem or the sentient beings. Holy being or sentient being, these two are object of creating karma. So if you are creating karma through the holy beings, take Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, then you purify the karma. If you create the karma through the sentient being, then you generate the bodhicitta mind. That is what we call the antidote of object. Now, antidote of the first antidote object, then it should come regret, remorse, you know. So I shouldn't do this, I will not do this, But regret should be very sincere regret. But if you say, I will not kill, but you still killing, there's no sincere regret. But you should be, check your, I don't think I can promise this till I die, I will not kill. Certain level, I will not kill 1 week, 1 day, one day I will not kill. Not sincere. 1 hour I will not kill. Even 1 second I will not kill. You sincere regret. But you saying I will not kill till I die, you'll be killing is not sincere. But you have to check, the object of this karma, right? Stealing, killing, whatever you make regret, you should be very sincere. How can, if I can do this, I will promise. If not, then I will not promise. I will make some, 1 week I will not do this. 1 day I will not do this. Then regret should be very sincere. Then this will purify the karma. You understand what I'm saying? Then making commitment. So making commitment, I'm not killing, right? So I kill, I have regret, now I'm not killing. Commitment, So, but your commitment should be very sincere too, how long you make commitment. You can make this 1 week or 1 day, 24 hours or 1 hour, whatever, 60 seconds, whatever, You just check and make sure, then the karma will purify. Then you apply antidote. What is your antidote, Anything, reciting mantra, meditating on the bodhicitta, emptiness, everything, all learning from Guru Yoga to the wisdom realizing emptiness is antidote. Like giving generosity, practicing, whatever, everything is antidote to the karma, You understand what I'm saying? So that is the just summary of the karma. So you should, every time you meditate on the karma, you have to think, you do good things, good comes to me. I don't want to suffer, Right? You don't want to suffer, you don't create the cause of suffering. But we don't want suffering, we are creating the cause of suffering. That is the fundamental ignorance. Nobody wants suffering, but everyone planting the cause of suffering. And everyone expecting happiness is, we call the fundamental ignorance. Not understanding the nature of reality. Not understanding the not understanding yourself. You're not recognizing yourself. So you don't want to suffer, right? Do you recognize yourself? Which that we are talking about, right? If you recognize yourself clearly, you don't have any problem, right? To recognize yourself, we have to understand the nature of reality. We have to dispel the fundamental ignorance. And people who have no dharma, nobody wants suffering, Nobody wants pain, physical, mental suffering, but suffering coming, and expecting happiness, but they don't know how to plant the karmic seed. If you don't want suffering, you should plant more and more positive karmic seed. 100% guarantee you will not suffer. If you don't, so that is the karma means action, You understand what I'm saying? So you have to think about the karma, very big topic, but we should go this kind of it's karma, general in case of karma, for Pacific of karma, what is heavy, what is light, how can karma become fully wrapped in karma, what is certainty karma, what is uncertainty karma, what is throwing karma, what is completing karma, what is the result of karma, so then every day you meditate, right? And this is the really good foundation. You to understand the emptiness and bodhicitta mind. Without this understanding, you have not understand foundation of the bodhicitta mind, the foundation of wisdom realizing emptiness. We are talking about three principal paths, right? Renunciation, bodhicitta mind, wisdom realizing emptiness. So all the Buddha's teaching, 84,000 teaching. Conclusion is renunciation, bodhicitta mind, wisdom realizing emptiness. Comes to these three principal paths. So it's kind of like building very good foundation. Understand the bodhicitta mind, to understand the wisdom realizing emptiness. So you understand and no confusion about emptiness and the dependent arising. Dependent arising, emptiness is supporting each other. Something dependent arising should be empty. Something empty should be dependent arising. So there's no nihilism, no absolutism. You understand? You understand whatever phenomena appears to our mind is like illusion, like reflection in the mirror. You see reflection in the mirror, right? looking in your mirror, you see your reflection. But your reflection is not your faith, right? Reflection, you see, looking in the mirror, you see your faith. That's not faith. Reflection is not your faith. But your faith still exists, right? Reflection in the moon, reflection on the water. So reflection is not, it appears reflection, but moon exists, right? Reflection of the moon is not moon, but moon do exist. Whatever appears inherently, but do exist. They all are dependent on anything, merely labeled by the mind, designated by the mind. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is depend. Whatever appears, as soon as all these objects appear to our mind, right? It does not appear designated by the mind. It always appears not designated by the mind. It inherently, independently existing, and we are believing this. This is true, and then we are grasping all this. You understand what I'm saying? So that London, we have all this structure, Guru Yoga, and then impermanence, and then karma, is now this is what we call small scope. Small scope. Now next we will go to the medium scope, and then great scope. This is Lambrin means small, medium, and great scope. So small scope is good foundation to understand the medium scope, Four Noble Truths, Eightfold Noble Path. Once we have very good understanding of this karma, impermanence, we have very good structure to understand the Four Noble Truths. And we make Four Noble Truths into the 16 characteristics and meditate one by one. And 12 levels of interdependent origination and Eightfold Noble Path. And then we have very good structure of the, how can I say, structure of the medium scope. Then much easier to build the structure of the great scope, Bodhicitta mind and wisdom realizing emptiness. So that's Lamrim is gradual. It is incredible teaching, step by step. If you study other like Guide to the Business of the Way of Life, you don't know where do you start. First, all Bodhicitta, right? But tell you the benefit of Bodhicitta mind. There's no structure like London. The London is gradual path enlightenment, give you good structure. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, thank you very much.